Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our first big move of the 2023 NBA trade season as the Los Angeles Lakers have sent out three second round picks and Kendrick Nunn to acquire Rui Hachimura from the Washington Wizards. Hachimura is a talented and versatile forward that could play both at the 4 and the 3 for the Lakers. They've really needed someone with his size and skill set to really boost their team the way it's constructed right now. Kendrick Nunn was just one of the many guards the team had on their roster, and moving him on to get someone like Hachimura, who's a 6'8 forward. He has some corner shooting ability. In his last game against the Orlando Magic, where he scored 30 points for the Wizards, he showed that he had some spot up shooting ability, and he definitely has the defensive tools to be a valuable defender in the NBA. It's just that we haven't seen him fully engaged on that front with the Wizards. The question is, why should we expect Rui Hachimura to show us something more than what we have already seen in his brief time with the Wizards? Hachimura will be extremely motivated to contribute to this Lakers team. Not only is he playing for a contract next season, he is also playing to make sure that his position in the NBA is secure. The split with the Wizards has not necessarily been pretty, with Hachimura basically openly saying that he was upset with being on the team, and moving him was the only recourse that the team had, especially because the Wizards want to extend Kyle Kuzma. Now for the Lakers, if Hachimura can fit into that front court with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, I think this might be an absolute home run of a move. The picks that the Lakers have ended up sending out are not necessarily the most valuable ones. There's a 2023 Chicago Bulls second round pick, there is a 2028 second round pick swap, and there's a 2029 second round pick. I mean, depends on the value you attach to second round picks, but we've seen that the Lakers are very comfortable with trying to buy second round picks every year. We saw them do it this year in the 2022 NBA draft, where they acquired Max Christie with the 37th pick. The pick wasn't originally theirs and they had to buy the pick. So I think second round picks are relatively safe assets to trade away, especially because you don't necessarily need a second round pick to make your roster better. But Hachimura gives them a player that can contribute in the moment right away. If you look at the way that the Lakers have been playing, they've been really struggling to find their front court rotations with like players like Juan Toscano Anderson, Troy Brown Jr., all playing in certain roles in this stretch, especially with the injuries to Lonnie Walker, Austin Reeves, and of course Anthony Davis. But Hachimura, I think, is a way more stable option for the Lakers. We've seen him capable of scoring up to 14, averaging up to 14 to 15 points. I think we can expect that number to somehow go up because there'll just be so much more opportunity for him in LA. Having his skill set next to LeBron, we've already seen that we know that LeBron James can extract value from the players that play around him. And if Hachimura does not falter under the bright lights of the crypto.com arena, I think this would be a fantastic pick for the team. They are just 2 games behind the 6th seed in the Western Conference. So feasibly one more good run of fixtures, good run of wins, and the Lakers are possibly looking to lock up a position in the playoffs. Anthony Davis will be returning this week, ideally, against the Boston Celtics, the game on Saturday. Lonnie Walker and Austin Reeves are still injured, but they are also about to come back. So a full strength Lakers team with the production that they've already shown that is capable from this roster might be something that the Western Conference slowly needs to start worrying about again, especially given the form LeBron James has been on ever since AD went down. However, we have to be cautiously optimistic about a move like this because just as how it could go right, there are so many ways it could go wrong. If you look at the roster setup, the Lakers haven't really lost valuable production in terms of Kendrick Nunn. However, if Hachimura is a misfit in that front court offense, they're back to square one, where they have a player that isn't necessarily giving them the production they require and is now just on the roster. With Thomas Bryant and his success, the Lakers might feel tempted to try to play a front court lineup which sees Bryant, Anthony Davis, and LeBron all on the floor together, with Hachimura being a bench spark plug. However, the best course of action for the Lakers, in my opinion, would be to continue playing Anthony Davis at center as they had done earlier in the season to tremendous results, might I add. Along with Hachimura as a versatile two-way option next to LeBron. That guard rotation, I think we can safely say Dennis Schroeder will retain the starting spot for the rest of the season, with Russell Westbrook hopefully now really having an opportunity to cement a six man of the year case, especially if the Lakers have this, mid season, late season comeback and can end up in a guaranteed playoff spot. The two guard next to Schroeder, starting wise, could be anyone. You could have Lonnie Walker play, you can have Austin Reeves play. So the Lakers have, and you can have Patrick Beverley play, of course, because Patrick Beverley has been someone that the Lakers have consistently put into positions to play big minutes, give big contribution, even though he's been extremely inconsistent, especially offensively. However, he is in a purple patch of form. We just saw his efforts did help the Lakers get that win over the Portland Trail Blazers. And if Beverly has that sort of value to the team, he's going to retain that starting spot. Austin Reeves does suit me better as someone you bring off the bench to give you an offensive spark as compared to you start him alongside Dennis Schroeder. Beverly might be a better fit, but Lonnie Walker would essentially be the ideal pick. Beverly might just be surplus to requirements, especially with a $15 million contract. You can get good value for someone on that kind of money. So we will have to see if the Lakers are still looking to move Patrick Beverley. Maybe you add two more second round picks, considering you have four more left to trade. You can add two more. You can get some sort of a player in that 10 to $15 million range. Maybe add one second round pick and try to see if Orlando will let go of Terrence Ross. You get another wing. He has some proven shooting ability. He has some proven scoring ability. And the Lakers can essentially create a very potent and dangerous offense with LeBron James obviously being the head of the snake. We've seen how LeBron teams succeed when you put complementary wing shooters around him. Hachimura is not having a great shooting year this year, but last season he shot 44.7%, albeit on under 3 attempts a game. If you are getting open corner shots, you shoot them. Hachimura has shown he is a reliable corner shooter, and the Lakers have made a pretty good move. Like, even the downside of it not working out is not as bad because this was a team that needed size in the front court. And even if Hachimura isn't giving you consistent production, at least you have someone you can put out there instead of playing like four guard lineups with LeBron on the floor. We've seen that happen earlier this season when we saw lineups of Kendrick Nunn, Patrick Beverley, Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook, all these guys trying to share the floor. Patrick Beverley cannot play as a wing, cannot play as a small forward, but we've seen him deployed in that role. So Hachimura, on the other hand, could make a nice try, even off the bench. Even when LeBron's not playing, you can have Lonnie Walker as a small forward next to Hachimura. You can have Troy Brown Jr. playing next to Hachimura. You can have AD at the 4, Thomas Bryant at the 5, and Hachimura at the 3 for certain lineups. Of course, their optimal starting lineup should feature Anthony Davis at the 5, LeBron at the 3, and Hachimura at the 4. So, what do you guys think? My name is Ishaan. This is my first real attempt at making a proper YouTube video of just things that I'm thinking about when it comes to basketball. So I would really appreciate the support if you could like and subscribe to this channel. This is a completely new venture and I hope to be consistent with it, and I hope to really improve this content that you're getting right now. I hope through the experience I can gain from making these basically homemade videos on my iPhone and a very cheap microphone. I hope you can excuse the poor production, and if what I'm saying is something that you resonate with, I hope you come back to this channel. We will be doing this more often, at least twice a week. And yep, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.